inspiration for this video came from a lot of the people that I've been seeing online. Many of them are on pages, Facebook, YouTube. They are what I call true believers. It's a cult. These people have joined a cult. The cult has several leaders. The leaders are telling them all their problems, everything in their life wrong, is because of a black woman. The cult is telling them black women wear weaves, black women are bad, black women are ratchet, black women are hoes, black women are bitches, black women are the worst women. They're not good, not worth your time. This is what's being said, and this is what's being passed on, and men are adopting this, and men who may feel defeated, men who have a lot of problems in their life, and their life is not very good. This is making them feel validated. So they're adopting this philosophy, which is why I say it is a cult to me. These are a cult of true believers, like the ones in Jim Jones' organization who followed him all the way to the end when they ended up drinking Kool-Aid mixed with cyanide. That's when some of them finally woke up and said, wait, this isn't right, this isn't good, what am I doing? But it was too late, because they had guns on them. I'm from the Bay Area. I remember when Jim Jones happened, and they had guns on them. If you don't take this cyanide, we're going to blow your head off. So you went all the way that far until they got really thick. These cult members, they are interested in human sacrifices, to be honest. Sacrificing the reputation of the women of their community because they're leveling them. These men are defeated. They feel so powerless because their real problems is not women. Their real problems is the power structure. Their real problems is racism. Their real problems are things that have nothing to do with black women. But they don't want to deal with the real problems because that is so big for them to deal with. They wish somebody else just stepped in and did it for them. They're not the type that's going to demand anything. So they rather just blame all their problems on women. I felt compelled to speak about this because the philosophy of hating women is sick. Most of these men who have this philosophy were raised by women. Women, grandmothers and mothers who took care of them when the father walked out and it was just a mother, and maybe she made mistakes, she wasn't perfect, because when you're raising children you make mistakes, especially when you have to do everything by yourself. It's not a one-person job. Instead of hating her because she had to be both the disciplinarian and the nurturer, thank God for her, because if you didn't have just her, if you didn't have her, you wouldn't have survived. But they don't see it that way. They see her as the problem, not the one who abandoned them. He's not the problem. The leaders of these cults are charismatic. They are very entertaining to watch. You enjoy watching their videos. They're entertaining. They keep you interested. They keep you watching them. But what they're talking about is poison. It's poison to brainwash, because that's what these men are. They're brainwashed into hating women from their own group. It's a brainwashing, sick cult that's going to have some effects that I'm going to speak on, honestly. I'm not going to sugarcoat things. I'm going to speak the truth. Whether somebody likes it or not, I don't care. This cult is growing. It's getting bigger and bigger, and it's spilling out. You see it if you're on the internet, and you see it on Facebook, and you see it on YouTube. You see more and more men are adopting this philosophy. I can tell early on when somebody is a cult member. Even some of the guys I used to talk to on YouTube and I thought were cool, they've also drank the Kool-Aid, and they're now a member of the cult. Several of them are. I've already removed them as a subscriber. I removed myself as a subscriber to them once I saw they had drank the Kool-Aid, and they're now a member of the cult. I let them go. Their videos and their comments showed me that they were cult members. in order to be a member of this cult, you must profess without any uncertainty that you hate black women. They are the cause of your life being not what you want it to be. Black women, for the most part, still don't realize that this cult is growing, it's real, it's serious, and the intense hatred. I do want to say this. I have seen this behavior my entire life. It wasn't out in the open. It wasn't things spoken out loud. These were things said amongst men. But I remember even as a child growing up, hearing some of the men in my family. This was back, I was born in 1970, so this was back in the 70s. And I remember hearing men say, white men giving black women all the jobs. And they didn't like that. They felt that if they don't have a job, she shouldn't have a job. See, what this is leveling people. I feel low, so I want everybody around me to be down with me. I don't want to see, because I can't provide, because I'm not in a position to provide for my family, I don't want to see the women take jobs and work and provide for the family. That makes me feel like I'm not a man. So I'd rather her not be working and we're both unemployed together. It's leveling somebody. It's leveling them down to your level so you feel good about yourself. That's what this is. You hear it all the time. Well, these women think they're all right because they got degrees and they got education and they got a job. They think they're better than us. You hear that all the time. So it's a jealousy. It's a jealousy. These true believers have been brainwashed. Rarely do they ever talk about solutions. Only picking on women, bullying, name-calling, and hate. Never solutions. I never hear the cult leaders talk about getting an education, advancing your education, starting businesses, improving your economic situation, improving your morals, making better choices, not having sex with just random women and getting them pregnant. I never hear the cult leaders give them solutions to their problems. Only blame and complaining and rehashing problems. That's all they give them. And they all get together and have pity parties and put women on guilt trips. That's all they do. Never any solutions. I never hear anybody talking about, you men need to get together and start some businesses where you can hire your own people. You don't have to always go to other people for jobs. I never hear them talk like that, ever. Which means they're not interested in solutions. They're not interested in having to do any work or do anything. They keep bringing up women who wear weave. And for the life of me, I can't fathom or understand, why would a real man care about a woman's hairstyle? My man don't care about my hairstyle. I just wash my hair and go and put some setting gel in it and go. He don't care about no woman's hairstyle. A real man don't care about no woman's hair. I've never seen a real man, care about a woman's hair and even talk about it all the time and bring it up all the time. Who does that? I don't know any men like that, besides men who are maybe working in a hair salon or something. That's it. You know, it's like, why is this always being brought up? I just never, I think that it's to strip self-esteem, to make women feel low, to make you feel bad about yourself. It's the only attacks they can come with. They try to attack you about your weight, about your hair, about anything. Anything they can muster. Any attack to make you feel bad. That's the only reason why they keep doing it. They want to level you. Obviously, people who are doing this, they feel bad. They feel like they don't have what they should have as a man. They're not doing as well as they should be. They have some issues with themselves that even keep focusing. It's almost like a bully who's always picking on you in school. And the bully keeps picking on you and harassing and messing with you and not letting go, making you feel bad because they feel bad. Or if they didn't, why would they even waste their energy like that? Shortness. I'm going to speak my mind. They're always bringing up women, the ones in dire straits, the ones down and out, the ones that's in the hood, maybe got several kids by several different men, that may be on welfare, that's maybe doing crazy stuff publicly. They're always mentioning them. And when they mention black women, those are the ones they mention, which I don't have any understanding of why they're always mentioned. That's like me always referring to, when I speak about black males, I'm always referring to the ones hanging on the corner with sagging pants who's got criminal records. I don't mention them because there's no reason to. There's no reason to always keep bringing up the ones worse off. But the men are always bringing up the women in dire straits who are bad off. They only talk about them. And it's to the point to where even when you're not that way, you're still treated, and they bring up the stuff about the ones who are bad off to you. Like, you're like that too. And I've even seen and had people try to do that to me, provoke an argument out of you, hoping that they can say, see, you're like that too. You're just like the other ones. They try to provoke you to act ignorant. And I just think they're sick, and I don't ever take the bait. I never do. Because in my opinion, they're mentally sick to even do that, honestly speaking. The stereotypes. They've adopted the stereotypes that we've always heard other people talk about us. Well, they've adopted them as well. They believe the stereotypes about their own people. They believe it, they repeat it, and they profess it. So, any stereotype you've heard from racists and white supremacists, they repeat that, and they feel that about each other. Blacks do. Black people do. I think the issue is a lot of them have been defeated by white males a long time ago. Especially this younger generation, they're too young to remember a time when we were in the civil rights movement. That's my grandmother's generation. Civil rights movement, and a movement of people who fought back and won. They're too far removed from that time period. So they feel they don't have any power. And they feel that they don't have any place in this society. So they won't attack the real problems. They rather attack women who they feel, we're not protected, so who's going to defend us? They're an easy target to attack. A lot of these men who think like this, I believe, have adopted the philosophy